that I'm looking for when I go down any bank. And here in a second, I'll turn the camera around and I'll sort of explain to you guys different type of conditions at different type of year that require different approaches. But in this specific situation, I want to go over how I would approach this bank. Now, conditions right now, guys, we have about 60-degree water temperature, springtime of the year. We got some clear water here. Water visibility is about probably 5 feet. So that's the situation, how I would approach this thing. Okay, first of all, one of the key things you always want to look for on any bank is shade. You see that little shade line right there? Bass will use shade as an ambush point, even if there's no cover. It's like on that bank right there, there's just some rock there. But bass, instead of like being right there, they're going to be right there in that shade, waiting to ambush prey because it's a low light condition. The other thing that I'm looking for is if you look through here, pay close attention to the various rock structures, because you have transitions. Anytime you have a transition in rock, it's going to be a key area. For example, you got a short bluff here that gradually tapers down into a flat area there. This transition is going to be really good. And also you can see some shallow rock right there. Those shallow rock, the ledgy type rock, it throws off shade, it throws off cover. That's going to be another good ambush point. And when I'm on a straight stretch like this, where there's not much cover on it, I'm always trying to probe around to find the depth of fish are in. So like in this situation, when I'm going down a straight bank, this would be a good scenario for me, like to throw like a shaky head or maybe a football head jig straight out in front of the boat, trying to target, you know, that 8 to 10 foot zone, maybe covering water with like a fluke or floating worm on a straight section until I came to a piece of cover. Now you can see coming up here, we got a little lay down tree in the water. You see that bush in there? This is going to be a high percentage area. So I'm always paying close attention to any type of cover like this. Anytime that I see a piece of cover in the water like that, I'm really going to slow down and I'm going to fish it super thoroughly with a variety of techniques based upon, again, the water clarity. So in a situation like this, I'd make sure I threw my floating worm or my fluke or my swim bait around there, maybe pitch out a creature bait in the little bit thicker part of it. Okay, so moving down through here, as you can see, it's pretty uniform, not a lot of change or transitions. So here again, I'm going to be focusing on the shade. So see all the various shade lines through here? This is going to be my target for my swim bait, my floating worm, my fluke. I'm going to throw it up in that shade, try to work it down. Also, maybe I'd throw like a wacky rig in there, some type of a wacky rig, you know, that allows me to, you know, effectively fish that clear water. Now, as I get further back in here, you can see we're getting to the back of the cove. This bank is going to gradually start flattening out, and it's going to get shallower out here in the middle. So